Kia ora Year 12 and 13, here's the latest video on ellipses. So in this one we're going to do a slightly harder problem than what we've started on in class. We're going to find the equation and we're going to draw the ellipse. So we're going to tell you these things. The foci are at 410 and 40. And the centre, well, I'm not going to tell you the centre actually, we're going to work that out. The major axis is 12 units long. So let's put that information onto our graph. Just thinking about our easiest ellipses, which started life like this, we had our foci here and here. So that was at negative c, 0, and this was at c0. Remember, the foci are important because the definition of an ellipse is a shape that's formed when the distance of a point, P, X and Y, to two foci, when you add up those two distances, it is a constant. So we can do this with our piece of string and our blue tack, and that forms an ellipse. So in this case, the foci are have been translated. The foci are here at 40 and up here at 410. And the major axis is 12 units. So all we've really got to go on is the fact that the foci are going to be symmetric about the centre of the ellipse, and the major axis is 12 units. So the distance from here to here is only 10 units. So our major axis is going to be in this direction. Right, and this point here will be at 411, and this will be at 4, negative 1. So let's figure out where is the centre going to be. Well, it'll be, if the foci are here and here, it'll be halfway along there. So this is 0 and this is 10. So this one here, this calls for the lightsaber. This is at 4 and 5. So I can start to write the form of my ellipse equation. I'm just going to get rid of the messy ellipse drawing here. Oh no, I can't do that now. Hang on. Let's see if I can give myself some more room. Alright, well, I've just discovered I can't erase that silly picture in the corner, but I can start to trace something out here. So it's going to go like this, but we don't know how wide it is yet. So my equation will be x minus 4 squared over something plus y minus 5 squared, but I do now know what the denominator will be in here, because the major axis is 12, so 2a equals 12, a equals 6, a squared will equal 36. So that one's going to be 36. And I know there's a relationship between the focus and the lengths of the axes. Right? So c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. Now the c that I'm using here is really the distance from the centre. Okay, so how far am I from the centre? I am 5 units from the centre. So 25 is equal to 36 minus b squared. B squared is equal to 11. Right, so my equation is this. Alright, so let's just go over the things that we can get out of that equation. Well, the first thing is that I can see that my ellipse centered at 0, 0 has been shifted 4 along to the right, and it's been shifted 5 up, and that's why the center is now here. Okay, the next thing we did is that we used the length of the major axis. So the major axis, where's the major axis? Here, was 12 units. So that told me that half of that was 6 units. Now apparently I can rotate this little lightsaber, but I haven't figured that out yet. Let's just see if I can do that. Oh, I can. Okay, sorry, bit exciting. Little detour while I figure out the lightsaber. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, major axis is 12 units, so half of that is 6, right? And that's what lets me figure out that the a squared will be 36. The 11 is just the difference between the 36 and the focus distance, right? So when you're seeing, you're probably wondering, some of you, where'd this 25 come from for the foci? Well, the idea of the focus is just if I take that major axis, how far away from it are my two focus points? Because that's how I'm tracing out my ellipse. Right? So the c that we care about here is the distance of 5 in there. So c squared is 25. So that gives me that equation. So on the next slide, I'm going to have a go at drawing that, which is not very hard. We've done the hard bit. Okay, so my axes here, I'm going to be centered on 4 here and 5 here. So I want to go out 6 here and down 6 here, so this will take me to -1. Now, if the major axis length is 11, so we've got b squared is 11, so b is √11. That means that this point here is going to be 4 plus √11, which is 4 plus 3 point something something. And over here, this will be 4 minus √11, which is going to be 0 point something something. So that tells me that the ellipse is going to go like this. Alright, so I can use the major axis length, 2a was 12, tells me that I have to go up 6 this side and down 6 on this side. Right. From there we worked out that b squared was 11, right? B was √11, so we take our centre and we go out √11 to find the vertex here. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm just going to do that one example here, so if you need more practice on them, there are loads of them in the New Lake workbook.